and then if is set post of now check out details. If my SQLi number of rows of the query bigger than 0. So now we will display user cart item with ready to check out button if user is not logged in. So it will print and then it should add n is equal to 0 while row is equal to mysqli fetch array of query of the query, then n plus plus product ID and the product title and the price and image and cart item ID and also quantity. It's equal to row product ID. Let's do copy title here, price is here, image is here, and ID is here. That's right. Then it will print. That's right. We will not close this here. Yep. Set the CSS code. Let's complete them. We have also if statement here. If is set session user ID sorry. So print the input type. Okay, then we will close it here. Then else if is set of our session of the user ID yeah, that's right. So we will use the PayPal checkout form. Then it will be printed because in my website I use the PayPal checkout payment. Then it will print. Then now let me see if I have something missed here. Here there was yeah, x is equal to 0 and SQL is equal to select a dot product slash ID a dot product slash title and a dot product slash price and a dot product slash image and b dot id and b dot id and b dot quantity yeah qty from where? From product a cart b where a dot product slash id equal to b dot p slash id and b dot user slash id is equal to session of UID. Okay. There is the X and SQL and also we have the query. It's equal to MySQLi slash query of connection and SQL. While we say that the row is equal to mysql fetch at j of our query. That's right. X plus and print this one. Then close it and then print this one and close the form. After closing the form, we should close all of our parentheses. This is no need for this one. Now we should remove the item from the cart. When the user or the customer don't want this product, he can also remove it from the cart. Okay, so he can remove it by this code. If is set of post, we will see like remove item from cart. Okay, then remove id is equal to post rid. If is set session of our user ID. So SQL is equal to, in database we say that delete, not select, delete from cart where delete from cart where p of id is equal to remove id delete delete from cart where PID is equal to remove ID. Okay, and user ID is equal to session UID. Okay, then we will close this one, else the SQL is equal to delete from cart where BID is equal to remove ID and the IP and IP address is equal to wait, is equal to IP address. Okay, first one, it should be include the user ID and the session. The second one, the IP address. Yes, that's right. And then we will close this one. Then, sorry. Oh, here we didn't close it. Yep. Now we close it. Then if my SQLi slash query of our connection and SQL, so then print this one. Yeah, then do exist, and here it's closed. Now we should do the update item from the card if the user or the customer add more than one product in the cart. So here it will update it, so it will add it or it will remove it. So here is the update of our cart. If also is set of post, we will call it update cart item. What will happen in this one? Of course, update ID. We have an update ID is equal to is equal to post of update ID, and the quantity also, because the quantity will change, of post QTY. Okay, quantity of post, that's right, if is set of session is set session SQL. Now in database we say that update, not delete, not select, it's update cart set quantity is equal to QTY, where BID is equal to, update ID, that's right, and user ID is equal to session of UID, the user ID. Okay, this is the SQL. Now else the SQL, it will be also update cart set, also the quantity is equal to quantity where the PID is equal also to update ID, Control C, Control V, and the IP address is equal to IP address. Yeah, that's right. Then we will close this parenthesis. And here, now if mysql SQLi slash query of our connection and SQL, then print this one. Yeah, then do exist. Then here we closed the PHP. Yep, and we will do Ctrl S. Now we have finished the action, the database PHP. Now let's go to the cart, but let's close this one. For the cart, here is the PHP code require we will put the link confusion constants.php. Here we put the link that will be required for it, and that's it for this one, because all of the rest is CSS and HTML code. Then let's go to the customer order.php. Now the PHP code, here the customer order, this class is talking about the customer order. First let's make it start session slash start. If it's not is set off, we will use here the session, yeah that's right, of the user ID, then the header, we will put here the location is index.php. Customer order, here we make it run if the set of the user ID is so then the header is location of index.php, that's right. Here also we have a PHP code here. Here we will add, we should do here include once. Let's make it connected with our database PHP. include once. It's been just one time. We needed to save the order just one time. User ID is equal to our session of user ID. Also, we have an orders list, the list of sorry, I forget this one, the order that the customer make it is equal to select, of course, o.order /id o.user /id order, and also I have a user, and product, he will choose a product /id, and also the quantity o.qty and o.grx of id. What I have also the status o.p of his status and p.product /title. What we will have also, we will have a title and the price, p.product /price, p dot product, we say the price, so then we will have the image of the product. Now from orders from orders products p, where o.user /id is equal to user user ID, and o product /id is equal to p dot product /id. Yep, that's right. This is the order list. Then we will have the query, is equal to mysqli /query of connection and order list. This is the query if mysqli number of rows of our query bigger than 0 it should be. So while row equal mysqli slash fetch slash array of my query. Then we will close here the PHP code. Do I have something more? Product title. That's it. Yeah, that's it. This is the order. Control S. This is the customer order. Now let's go to the customer registration.php. Here we have just the CSS and HTML code. Also, we will make it customer registration. Let's start set of my get. The name of it is register. Register. Okay, we will get the register customer who will register in our website, and then this is the CSS code. Here we will just close, and that's it for this one. Now let's go to the index.php. Here let's put the required, also configuration constants.php. Let's make it start session slash start if is set of my session of the user ID the header. Let's put the location profile.php. This is the index. That's it. Let's do Ctrl S. We put the required link, we make it a start, and then the location of it's in profile.php. Then now let's go to the login form.php. Here is when the customer will do login. Okay. Now Let me remember the login form. Yeah. Now here I wrote some of the comment. This is the login form page. If user is already logged in, then we will not allow user to access this page by executing a set session of user ID. Okay? Okay, if the below statement return true, then we will send user to their profile.php page. Okay, let's put the code here. If is set of, where is it? The session of user ID, UID. Then let's put the header. The header is, let's put the location. The location will be profile.php. Okay, this is the first thing. Now here the second comment in action.php page. If user click on ready to check out button, that time we will pass data in a form from the action PHP page. So let's see this one. If also is set of post, it will be log in slash user with product. Let's put the array because we will save it in an array. Product, like what we did. Product list is equal to post product ID. Okay. And now here we will convert the array into format because array cannot be stored in cookie. Yeah, that's right. From JSON format because the array cannot be stored in cookie. So let's do it also here. JSON/e. It's equal to JSON/encode. Oh, it's not a comment. encode of the product list. And now here we will create the cookie and the name of the cookie is product list. Let's do it. Set cookies COOKIE, yeah, that's right, of product list, the array JSON/e true. Which one it was? STRT of the time. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, we will put 1 plus sorry, +1 day, and then apostrophe to make a space, and it will be true. Then we will close the PHP code. Okay. Let me see if we have something. Here is the CSS and HTML code. I think we don't have another thing for this class. Yeah, this is the login form. Now, let's do Ctrl S. Let's go now to login.php. Here we will write the PHP code of login page. First, it will include also the database.php. Okay, and we will make it start session /start. Now, if user given credential matches successfully with the data available in database, then we will print string login success. Okay? Login success string will go back to called anonymous function. It's called login.click. Let's see that by coding. Is set post, of course, the email. Okay, and is set post password. Okay, then email, it will equal mysqli / real escape string for connection and post of the email. Okay, this is for the email. Now for the password. Password, it will equal md5 of hosting password. This is the password. Now the SQL is equal select from user info where email where the email is equal to email and password is equal to password. Okay, this is email password SQL. Then we did also run query is equal my SQLi slash query for our connection and SQL. Okay, and also the count my SQLi slash number of row for our run query apostrophe. Now, if the user record is available in database, then count will be equal to 1. Let's do that by coding if count equal to 1. So row is equal to my SQLi fetch array run query. If it's equal to 1, yes, and the session of user ID UID is equal to row of user ID. We have row 2 of the sessions, one for UID and one for the name, and it will be first name. Let's do copy. For we say that this one for the name, this it will be first name, and we will have the IP address. The real IP address is equal to get 313 mode of adder. Okay. Then we have created a cookie in login form.php page. So yeah, you remember that we did a cookie in login form PHP. So if that cookie is available, that means the user is not logged in. Let's also do that by using code if is set off. Now we will use the cookie. Yeah, this one. The cookie for the product list. Then P of list is equal to it was str IP, something like this from here. Yeah, this one. Of cookie for product list. Okay. Now here we are decoding store JSON product list cookie to normal array. Let's do this also. Product list decode slash list, and it will be of course true. For I is equal to 0, I less than count of my product list that's right, then I plus plus. For I is equal to 0, yeah, that's right. Okay, then after getting user ID from database, here we are checking user card item if there is already product is listed or not. So let's complete it. Here we use a for loop to see it. Then verify card. Let's verify card is equal to select ID from card, from card where user slash ID is equal to session of UID, and the PID is equal to product list. To product list of I, because we use for loop of I. Here we verify the card. Then let's take the result. We should have a result also. Result is equal to mysqli slash query of connection verify card. We verify the card, we have the result. So here, yes, if my SQL I, if the number of row, yeah, of the result. Now, result, it should be, yes, smaller than 1. So, if user is adding the first time product into the cart, we will update the user ID into database table with valid ID. Okay? So here, update cart, it will equal to update cart set the user ID is equal to the session, session user ID where IP address is equal to IP address, and also I have more, and the user ID and the IP address, and also the user ID. And user ID is equal to -1. That's right. Here we did update card. Then we update the card. Then my SQLi query. Yeah, we update the card. Yeah, my SQLi query of connection and update card. Then we will close it, else here, if already the product is available into database table, we will delete that record. Let's do that by coding delete existing product is equal to delete from cart where user ID is equal to -1 and IP address is equal to IP address, and also we have the IP address and user ID, IP address, user ID is equal to -1, that's right. IP address is equal to IP address, and PID, is equal to product list of I. That's right. Then let's go here. We did deleting exhausted product. Then my SQLi query of connection and delete existing product. Then we will close this. Now here we are destroying the user cookie. It's easy. Set cookie. We would set cookie product. Sorry. Yeah, this one. -1 day. Okay. Now if the user is login after card page, we will send the card login. We will put echo print card login and then exist. Then we will close this. But if the user is login from the page, we will send login success. So we will print login success. It will be like this. Ctrl C. Log in success. Then we will do exist. Else print span. And then do exist and close the PHP code. Ctrl S. This is the login.php. Now let's go to the logout.php. Let's make it start session / start. Unset session user ID and unset session of name. Okay. Header location index. Let's put the location. It's index.php. controllers. Now let's go to the payment success. Payment success. Now, first thing we will do it also session / start. We will write the location if is set of session UID. Then header location is also index.php if is set is get this one st then trx id is equal get of tx. One, two, three, four. st user ID. ant is equal to cookies. If pst equal to completed, then include once, save it for one time, tp.php sqn is equal to select p / id apostrophe quantity from card where user ID is equal to cm of user ID. Okay, and now the query will equal to mysqli slash query query slash, yeah, that's right, for our connection. If mysqli slash none of row of our query bigger than 0, while row mysqli fetch array of query. Am I right? While the row, yeah, that's it, of my query. So the product ID is equal to row p ID. Quantity should equal to row of quantity. Then we should use a for loop for I is equal to 0. I is smaller than count product ID I plus plus. Okay. My SQL is equal to insert into orders of user slash ID product slash ID and the quantity and trx slash ID p slash status value cm slash user slash ID of I. Do I have something more? I have the product ID and I have the quantity also. Let's make some space. Wait. Here is the product ID. Here is the product ID of I. Then a quantity of I. Then grx. Okay. This is the SQL. Then my SQLi slash query of connection and SQL. Then we will close this one. Now SQL the first one it was insert, so the second one it should be delete from cart where user ID is equal to, where the user ID is equal to cm slash user slash ID. Okay, this is for deleting. If my SQLi slash query, okay, of my connection then we will close the PHP code. Here is the CSS code and HTML. We will complete the last if statement, else header location index.php. I have two parentheses, it's not closed. Then Ctrl S. Now let's go to profile.php. Here we have a PHP code. Let's do the same thing. Require configuration constant.php. And then let's make it a start session slash start. and if is set then the header is location index.php. Oh, what happened? Is set, I'm here, location index.php, and we close here the header, and that's it. All of this is CSS and HTML code. Now let's go to the register.php. The same thing here. Let's make it start session, start, include tp.php if is set of post then f name is equal to post first name last name this is the last name, and we should have also email, password, repassword, mobile, and the address, because when the customer need to register, he will put his first name, last name, email, password. He will repassword to make sure if it's the same or not. Mobile address number 1, address number 2. So here this is it will be for the email, password, repassword, mobile, address 1 and address 2. So first name, last name, email, this one, email, here, password, password here, repassword, we have mobile, and address 1, and address 2. Wait, first name, I believe this one. First name, last name, email, password, repassword, mobile, address 1 and address 2. Now the name it should be it can be this include, it can be this one. It should be like from A to Z. Can include this one. Can include this one. Also, yep. Email validation. Also, it can include from A to Z, 0 to 9. And also it can number. From 0 to 9 plus okay. If empty first name, if the first name is empty, or sorry, or empty the last name, or empty the email, or empty password, or empty repassword, or empty mobile, empty address 1, or empty address 2. So print this one. Then do exist. Else if it's not going to match, so name, first name, print this one. For the division, then do also exist. This is for the first name. Now for the last name, print this one, then also exist. Exist and to close, and Control V for the password. First name and last name. And here for the password here. So it will be email, validation, and email. So print this one. And do exist and close. Then this one for password. It should be 9. Then print this and also do exist and close it. Now for repassword, repassword also exist. Then we should make sure if the password and repassword is the same or not. So if password is not equal to repassword, so if password if the password is not equal to re-password, then print the password is not the same, and then also do close. Then the number mobile sorry, here we make a mistake in repassword strlen in repassword and the password. Yeah, password is not equal to repassword, then we close it. Yeah, then if not pray match the number and mobile, so also grant then exist. Then the mobile should be 10 digits. If not strlen of the length of mobile should equal to 10, then print and then exist and close. Here we will do the existing email address in our database. So here, let's back to SQL. SQL is equal to select user ID from user info, where email is equal to email. Yep. Where email is equal to email, limit 1. Okay. Then check query. Is equal to mysqli slash query of connection and SQL. Count check query. If count of email better than 0, then print this one, then exist. That's right, Ctrl S. Here we check then the existing email address is our database, we did it, exist. Then we have else password is equal to md5 of password and SQL is equal to insert into. We should put the database information here, user info user ID first name and last name, email, password. We have also mobile and address one. Address 2. Value assuming value null first name sorry last name first name last name email password and mobile and address 1 and address 2. Then we will close this one. Then run query is equal to mysqli slash query for connection and SQL. Here we did run for the query and then the session for the username and name. Username /ID of connection, first name, IP address, update card, set user ID is equal session where IP address is equal to IP address and user ID is equal to -1. Then if mysqli/query for connection and SQL so echo grant register success, then exists. Then we will close it.